Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, keeping on the real estate theme, I wanted to kind of give maybe like some tips or maybe more like habits, honestly, to help you in, being successful. We're going to go over some habits that, successful, real estate investors, whichever category they, invest in, flips, buy and holds, wholesale, all that good stuff. Some of the habits they use to be successful, right? Because investing in real estate, I mean, it can be lucrative, right? But it can be challenging and risky, right? Joint ventures, like I said, when you're wholesaling, or property management, right? Just a few ways investors can profit from real estate. It also takes a little know-how, a little savvy to be successful in some of these highly competitive areas, right? So, while certain universities are going to offer general coursework and, disciplinary programs that can benefit real estate investors, a degree is not necessarily a prerequisite to be profitable in real estate investing. Whether an investor has a degree or not, there are certain characteristics that top real estate, investors, they kind of commonly all have, right? The first one, as you can see, is going to be planning, right? Make a plan. Right? Real estate investors, must approach their activities as a business professional in order to establish and achieve short and long term goals. A business plan is a good idea to craft, as it also allows investors to visualize the big picture, which helps you maintain focus on the important goals rather than on any minor setbacks, right? The real estate investing can be complicated and demanding. A solid plan can keep investors organized and on task. The plan might include estimated, outlays and inflows of cash from rentals, how many units to own, when to refurbish or upgrade units, demographic changes, and anything else that could impact your investment, over time. Which kind of leads me into the next one, right? Knowing your market, right? You got to know the market. Effective real estate investors acquire in depth knowledge of their market, such as narrowing in on a particular geographic region, focus on residential versus commercial, right? Keeping, in pace with, of current trends, like keeping up with them, right? Including any changes in consumer spending habits, mortgage rates, unemployment rate, right? That lets real estate investors, acknowledge current conditions and plan for the future. Now, this enables them to predict when trends might change, right? Creating potential opportunities for the prepared investor, all right? The next one's going to be honesty, right? Because real estate investors are usually not obligated to uphold any particular pledge of ethics, right? Although it would be easy to take advantage of this situation, most of the successful real estate investors maintain high ethical standards, right? Since real estate investing involves people, an investor's reputation is likely to be far reaching, right? Effective real estate investors know it's better to be fair rather than to see what they can get away with, right? The next one's going to be your niche. Find it, develop it, right? It's important for investors to develop a focus in order to gain the depth of knowledge essential to becoming successful. Take the time to build this level of understanding of a specific area, right? That's going to be integral to long term success. Once a particular market is mastered, you can move on to additional areas using the same in depth approach. Let's think some niches might be stuff like high end residential, low income multi unit housing, rural farm rehab, stuff like that, right? Moving on to the next one, kind of want to encourage referrals, right? Because referrals, they're going to generate a sizable portion of a real estate investor's business. So it's going to be critical that investors treat others with respect. This includes business partners, associates, clients, renters, and really anyone with whom the investor has a business relationship. Effective real estate investors pay attention to detail, listen and respond to complaints and concerns, and represent their business in a positive and professional manner. This builds the kind of reputation that makes others interested in working with those investors. The next one we need to talk about is being educated, staying educated, right? As with any business, it's imperative to stay up to date with laws, regulations, terminology, and trends that are going to be, the basis of, your investing business, right? So investors who fall behind, you know, they risk not only losing momentum in their business, but also legal ramifications if laws are ignored or even broken, right? Successful real estate investors stay educated and adapt to any regulatory changes or economic trends. Moreover, keep up on real estate, tax, and lending laws and regulations that could directly or indirectly impact your business. Which kind of leads into the next one. Understanding risks, right? Stock market investors are inundated with regular warnings regarding the inherent risk involved in investing and the potential for loss. Real estate investors, they're more likely to see advertisements claiming just the opposite. It's so easy to make money in real estate, right? I'm sure you've seen them everywhere. Well, prudent real estate investors understand the risks, not only in terms of real estate deals, but also the legal implications involved. And they're going to adjust their business to reduce those risks, right? So the next one that should help you reduce your risk is an accountant, right? You need invest in an accountant because taxes comprise a significant portion of a real estate investor's yearly expenses. Understanding current tax laws can be complicated and take time away from the business at hand. Sharp real estate investors, retain the services of a qualified, reputable accountant to handle the business's books. The costs associated with the accountant can be, small when compared to the savings a professional can bring to the business, right? The next one's going to be finding help, right? Learning the real estate investing business is challenging for someone attempting to do, all these things on their own. Effective real estate investors often attribute part of their success to others, whether it's a mentor, a lawyer, or even a supportive friend. Rather than risk time and money tackling a difficult problem alone, successful real estate investors know it's worth the additional cost in terms of whether it's going to be money or even ego to embrace other people's expertise, right? And that one leads us into the last one. You got to build a network, right? A professional network can provide important support and create opportunities for both new and experienced real estate investors, right? This type of group comprised of a well-chosen mentor, business partners, clients, or members of a nonprofit organization. It allows investors to challenge and support one another. Because much of real estate investing relies on, experiential learning. Savvy real estate investors understand the importance of building a network, right? Well, what does all this mean, right? Well, despite ubiquitous advertisements claiming that real estate investing is an easy way to wealth, and it is, in fact, a challenging business requiring expertise, planning, and focus, right? In addition, because the business revolves around people, investors benefit in the long run by operating with integrity and by showing respect to associates and clients. Though it may be relatively simple to earn short-lived profits, developing a long-term real estate investing business requires skill, effort, and these big, these habits we just talked about, right? I hope some of these are going to help you guys, either convince you to start or maybe kind of make you take a step back and reevaluate what you're doing, right? Or maybe even just boost you a little bit and know where to go from here, right? So hopefully you guys got something out of this video. I'd appreciate it if you're not subscribed to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Until I see you guys in the next one, y'all be safe.